You know what is so beautiful?
Hmm.
Trees. Do you take in trees a lot?
Sometimes. Not as much as I should, but I fuck with trees.
Yeah. Nobody's listening, right? Hi.
Hello.
Andy. I'm so excited to chat with you for an hour.
You look excited today.
I am. I'm in a great mood, and I'll tell you why. We're going to talk as though no one's listening, which is what we do here on this podcast.
Sure enough.
But I do have an ego. I'm human.
Yeah.
Is anyone listening?
Yes. This comes from Tim Reilly, 74.
Yes.
And a few people chimed in about this. Last week we were talking about like fake butters, margarine, imitation butters.
Yes.
And I was reaching for something that I was calling
Yes.
Cracker Barrel. Country Crock.
So close.
Ugh, butter is so much better. My mom was full on Country Crock, but luckily my grandma always had real butter. What memories. I really enjoy your podcast. Thank you, Teeny Reilly.
Yay.
Tim Reilly.
Hey, will you button up your cuff?
This one doesn't have a button. Maybe I should do like a cool.
Well, I'll sew a button on for you.
You're such
I
you're such a doll. That's what you are.
I love the few times. I just want to say thank you. And multiple people did chime in. You were looking for Country Crock.
And do you remember Country Crock
yes.
now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I know why you got it confused with Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, so similar. And then also I think the packaging
Similar.
has a similar. Okay.
Like if someone found out that they were in cahoots, it wouldn't be a huge surprise.
Yes. Now, apropos, speaking of Cracker Barrel, there have been a few times where I have had to darn things in this house. Like
What's darn? Repair?
Sewing repair.
Okay.
Like darning socks.
Yeah.
Now, darning actually might be more specific to like crochet, knitting, fixing a knit. But there's something about sitting down and sewing a repair because like our daughter has had her favorite t-shirt, has gotten a hole in it. And I sit down and it makes me feel
like a woman. That's why this trad wife thing's so great. It's really what's in your DNA. It's what you should be doing. You staying home and knitting. And
no, but I'm
things.
like, I should get an award. I mean, I am like, I mean, it is kind of disgusting, but I'm like, I am Woman of the Year.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can't do. I'm also being eco-conscious.
How so?
Because we're not just throwing the shirt away. It's got a hole. I'm going to fix that hole.
Yeah.
It makes me feel resourceful.
Mm.
And it makes me feel like a good mother. I'm taking care of things.
A good American. A good American woman is what it should make you feel like.
American woman.
Hey, I also want to say real quick, I'm going to have to try this. And I think last week when we asked if anyone was listening, I brought up that someone chimed in about putting butter on Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
I can't believe how many more people have now chimed in. This is like I
can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. So I will put butter on a Pop-Tart at some point soon in the near
Great.
future. Got it.
Let's
people
film
say it's
it
delicious.
and put it on our Nobody's Listening Right Instagram.
Okay.
That's
right.
called a draw.
Nice. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Darn.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at you.
Oh, yeah.
So before we go any further, I want to just bring up the elephant in the room, which is this. There is a technical name
Very
for it.
unsightly blemish.
Blemish on my face that I went to the dermatologist.
Yes.
Which I want to talk to you about that place.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, that's a weird fucking place.
It's so weird.
But I have a big red mark on my face by my nose and eye that, as you pointed out before we started recording, you asked me if you could help me with that, but I said the doctor said not to put anything on it.
Yes.
It's going to scab over and fall off.
Yeah.
And it was precancerous, which was good, not like a little cancerous, which I had something near it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So good news is they could just freeze it off. Bad news is we go to a very, very fancy, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dermatologist in Beverly Hills.
It's painful here in LA because all of the doctors are in Beverly Hills. And, we've been lucky enough to find a dentist that is not. But, and I know people are going to be like, no, there are doctors. But like the doctors.
Yeah.
But it's also our dermatologist's address is on Rodeo Drive.
Yeah.
we are going into a situation where you kind of question, like, are they just doing nips and tucks and lasers? And they do that stuff.
They do probably a lot of facial plastic surgery, right? Or is it not a
Well,
plastic
that's not
surgery place?
It's not a surgeon.
It's not.
And in fact, when they did your nose, the Mohs surgery on your nose, I wish there had been a little plastic surgery.
You don't like the little penis tip that they left on my nose? You don't find that attractive?
But listen, you went in because I was worried about this. You thought it was just a little like dry skin patch.
Yeah, and I think you were probably warranted to be concerned because one, I had a cancerous thing in that same area that did look pretty similar, I think, right?
Your dad just
And my
died
dad just
from
died.
skin cancer.
Yeah. And so since my dad just died from skin cancer, I told my GP that, and my GP said, now you need to go twice a year for skin checks because I do have a bunch of like wonky moles my entire life. So I go in now, I got to go in 2 times a year for them to do the body scan.
I also think you spent a lot of time snowboarding.
Yes.
And probably weren't very diligent about sunscreen.
Yeah, I don't even know if we ever put sunscreen on in high school.
I know. I know you didn't.
Yeah.
I know you didn't.
But
you need to be so careful, especially with your face.
Yeah.
Like the moles are one thing. Your face is what makes me nervous.
Right.
So, and I'm starting to, okay. I've been taping my face lately. I got Botox a couple of years ago. I hated how it made my forehead feel.
Yeah.
But I think I might go back and do these little lines. They're bumming me out because they're becoming more liney.
Yeah.
Now, it's so hard. It's so annoying. And I've talked about this in regards to weight and all of this stuff. I'm also like, I really regret how I have talked about aging in front of our kids. I feel like this generation aging is going to be like what my generation weight and stuff was.
That's maybe totally spot on.
Yeah, where I'm like, someone says, I mean, even the kids are like trained to be like, you don't look old or whatever. Like, you don't look,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to confess, sometimes someone will be on TV, like a reality person or something.
Yeah.
And we'll look up her age and be like, oh, she's my age. And I'm like, do I look that now?
Yeah.
The aging thing has been weaponized against women.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to get.
And it's also, it's capitalism. It's the same stuff as the weight stuff. And it's also like, we now know that the standard of beauty for women and this like trad wife standard came from very powerful pedophiles who even looking, it's true.
No, I didn't see this part of the conversation, but sure.
Real. Even looking at like the whole, when my generation entered our 20s, it became mandatory to remove all of your pubic hair. Think about that.
Yeah, that is crazy.
What?
Yeah.
So this idea of being smaller, of being hairless, of being wrinkle-free, of showing no signs of age. It's all the same bullshit.
Everybody's looks maxing these days. That's what it's called, right? Looks maxing?
Yeah, but then you look at like you and I started, but really couldn't get into that like West Palm Beach thing.
Well, I think that term like looks maxing is like when people start taking it to the extreme, right?
Well, there's also like this plastic surgery look, and there's this Mar-a-Lago face now that people, which I find.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of that, but I'm always torn between this thing of like, I want to feel comfortable in my skin. I have been conditioned to believe that my skin would look better if it had less wrinkles. And also if my body were smaller. And I'm at war with that within myself because I also like objectively recognize that the systems that have made me feel that way are really fucked. Now more than ever.
Totally.
I don't want to pass along to my kids, but I've already done damage in the whole aging space. And I'm like, I wish I could just age and like love it. But the truth is,
whatever you're doing right now is not as big of an evil that was done the previous generation. I think our kids are much more better off than before.
Yeah, I do want to really, I do want to, I mean, I've just kind of had this epiphany lately, and I'm like, oh, it's such a privilege to age. And I have said that to our daughter recently when I would have, like, she said something to me and I normally would be like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And instead I really am trying to consciously, same as I do with weight, like our kids know nothing of my interior weight struggles.
They just hear me weighing you every morning and
Yeah.
they see the notebook where we, the journal. Is it a journal?
Yeah. And they check in with you and then,
Yeah. But I want to talk about the women that work at this place for a second.
Oh.
Because I want to objectify them if I can for a moment. These women, there's two aspects of this that I want to talk about. Just hiring people, okay?
Yeah.
And what's like okay, right? And then also just the women themselves. And this is nothing but a compliment to all the women that work at this place. From the doctors, from the doctors to the receptionists. And I might have stared like way too long at one of the receptionists because it was almost as if her face was like airbrushed into existence. Like it was the most perfect skin face.
It almost looks like AI, like it's almost not in focus.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, is this a makeup thing? And I'm like, no, makeup's not doing heavy lifting here.
Well, makeup can do some, but I think in person to the human eye.
Yeah.
Like makeup can do a lot, I think, for on camera. I don't know if you can get that airbrushed effect.
So this is all to say that most of the women that work in this place, actually all that I saw the day that I went in, had like perfect skin. And when I say, and one of them, it couldn't compute in my head.
What you mean by perfect, feeding into the patriarchal, is
I just mean very
youthful, smooth, wrinkle-free.
Yeah, very smooth.
I mean, they might also be like in their 20s.
But even if they're in their 20s, this was like,
I know what you mean.
So I don't know what comes first.
They're just staying late every day and putting those lasers on.
Well, that's the question. Like, what comes first, the job or the skin? Is this place like, is that legal to like only hire people with good skin?
Well, there's all sorts of corrupt hiring practices, but yes, I mean, I'm sure if she came in and she's the face of the practice and their bread and butter is, is insecure people like me who are going, but who are by and large willing to spend a lot more money than I am on this.
Right.
Sitting there going, oh, wow. Like, how do I get my face to look like hers?
But that's what's a little upsetting about it because it feels very on purpose, right?
Yes.
That you would hire people that then when your customers walk in go, oh shit, I want that. But that feels a little fucked up to me. But also, if I walked into that place and there was a receptionist, man or woman, that had like fucked up skin, I'd be like, well, I don't know. This is a little weird. Sure. Right?
Yes. Well, this reminds me, I haven't talked to you about this for reasons that like, I want you to know, I love you so much and you're my guy. You're mine.
Okay.
You're the only person that I ever want to have sex with.
But
no buts, but there is this croissant place.
Yeah.
Okay. And
you want to fuck someone at the croissant place?
I believe, because I was speaking about this with another woman who has also been there.
Yeah.
So I went there this was during the holidays when you had COVID, the kids, everyone was like, we were all fucked up. And I was like, I need to go in the rain and get pastries.
Okay. Yeah.
This place has incredible pastries. I don't want to shout it out right now, but
Fair
if
enough.
anyone wants to DM me.
Did I go to it once recently?
Yes.
I didn't see any men in there.
Okay. Well, I went in and, placed an order with the lovely woman there. Now, meanwhile, it's morning and there's usually a line out the door.
Yeah.
There are these young men who are very strapping, by virtue of their jobs, which is like pulling these large sheets of chocolate croissants, like
it.
freshly baked
They've got
out of the oven, and they're bringing
arms.
Yes, they have croissant arms, and oh my gosh! But and they're good looking,
dusted with a little flour.
Yes, and kind of a little messy. And when one of them brought over the tray to put it into the like stand next to the cashier.
Yeah.
I fucked me. Now I looked like a middle-aged woman whose husband was down for the count during the busiest time of the year, who had 2 kids who the night before had said, it's hard to feel jolly when you're snapping at us.
Yeah.
Like had slept on the couch for 4 days. I'm not eye-fuckable.
You weren't rocking what you're rocking right now.
Well,
because you're very eye-fuckable right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it did.
But just to be clear, you feel like you weren't looking as good as right now. Okay,
and so it did something to me though, and I like went and I was waiting for my croissants, and I was just kind of like, well, that's like nice. Okay.
Whoa, how do you?
Then I watched. The other guy went and did it to the next middle-aged, like exhausted mom.
Wait, a different guy?
Yes. And I think that this place brilliantly is hiring these hot croissant guys.
Yeah.
And encouraging them to make every customer literally this lady came and stood right next to me, and I watched her go through the same like straightened up a little bit, kind of tracking him as he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
And what a service they're doing also. What a service.
Yeah.
But it really rounds out. They don't even need to do this. The croissants are so good, but
this is a cherry on top.
It makes you want to be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you think of that because I said I was like staring at the one woman? No,
I thought of that because you're saying, is it ethical to hire someone? And I'm like, everyone's doing it, from the Beverly Hills Dermatologist to the mom and pop croissant place. Like, this brings me to something I'm excited to speak to you about.
Great.
Now, in that case, it was good-looking men who, if they're being interviewed, I also feel like there are not good-looking men who have a sexual prowess that, like, they still could get away with it. But I do think this brings me to the pink tax. Because when I said about your pre-cancer, and I was like, do you want me to put some makeup on it? And last week we had talked about your hair. And I feel like sometimes you might think I'm a little critical. And I am a double Virgo. Like, a critical eye is part of who I am.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel of me being critical, especially when it comes to like appearances, just know I'm foisting that upon myself times 20.
Right.
But also the imbalance of me saying, hey, like, and you didn't react in a strong way today or anything.
No.
You don't really take it personally, which is nice. You don't super care about my opinion, which is probably a blessing to us both in this situation. But like, I have to spend 30 minutes trying to do makeup that I don't know how to do and get ready, like, because now we're on video, and I don't typically like love to see myself on camera, and I want to look good. And I don't think I'm like heinous or anything. I'm not, I think it's the least interesting thing about people in general is how they look.
What?
I do. I mean, in terms of like I listened to Eckhart Tolle this morning, when I'm dropped in, yes, I do think that. But
I think how people look is very interesting. And I don't mean like they just have to be good looking. I think it's very important to people's essence and their personality. But
good looking gets ahead. I mean, similar to white man gets ahead. And there are white men out there who don't recognize their privilege. That's fine. Or they right now feel like, not really right now, but 5 years ago felt like they were being oppressed because people who didn't look like them were finally getting some chances.
Yeah.
Also, good-looking people have privilege.
They have so
and
much more fun.
And I mean, I think you and I would even put us in this category. I don't want to like, you and I don't have hard to deal with skin conditions
Well, speak for yourself. I've got,
Okay.
I've had multiple things removed off my face.
Yeah.
Some cancerous. I got a big blemish right now. I have a penis dent from,
You
know
I
what I
mean, the
mean?
dent is just a cute little divot. But the science shows that women who invest in makeup
Mm-hmm.
are more and like much more employable,
Sure.
much more likely to get into the, graduate program, like stuff like that, where
Mm-hmm.
it's face-to-face interviews.
Yeah.
It's just, so I'm kind of bringing it back to what you were saying, like, is that ethical? I think that happens in every realm you could think of, is specific, like the way people look does factor into opportunity.
Sure.
And there is an imbalance of like, I have to spend a half hour dealing with makeup and stuff just to be presentable. Whereas you, like one day I'm saying, should we put a little makeup on?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, ugh. Or if I'm like, your eyebrows could use a little, and it's just, it doesn't feel fair to me that like what I have to go through. And I mean, don't get me started on, I have to, well, we collectively now, because our money is blended, but we have to spend so much money every month on pads, tampons, all of this stuff
Mm-hmm.
that should be free.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Mm.
It's expensive. My point being, it's so expensive being a woman in a way that it's not typically for men. And I think that the opportunity imbalance is especially strong for women.
Yeah.
That's my little, gosh, I've been preaching a lot.
That's great. Speaking of pads, you're on the rags right now. And I noticed on the Kotex in the bathroom,
Yes.
I've never seen this before. This is interesting. There's a sticker that says new and improved coming soon.
Which I'm nervous about.
But like, that's interesting that a product is announcing the new thing is coming. You often see a product that says new and improved, right? Like we've improved it. But this is a warning shot? I've never seen that on a physical product.
I mean, I guess they're worried that people who have the box of Kotex and are like, God. I mean, I have a few notes, but
I mean, maybe let's say you're a woman that loves Kotex.
I am.
Okay. So
I'll tell you why.
Well, this is great though. So maybe every time they reformulate or like do it, maybe there is a big percentage that like really gets mad and they're trying to get ahead of that.
No, I don't think that's it. I think it's just getting people excited. Something new's around the corner. I mean, Apple does this, right?
No, you don't go in and buy a new iPhone and it says, by the way, the next iPhone's coming soon. No one would buy that iPhone.
Oh.
This is in the store on the box.
You and I don't have like our finger on the pulse of menstrual cycle.
I think
product.
I do.
I know you think you do.
I think my connection and pulse to the women's health.
Do you know why I love Kotex and what I'm scared about?
Because they're probably like a horrible Procter & Gamble company or something like that.
That's why I love them?
Yeah, I'm just being an asshole. Why do you love them?
Okay.
Well, actually, let me guess. This is fun. Okay. They have on the pads. Now, you're a woman that likes a lot of different products throughout her journey, right? Down the blood river. You like a tampon, you like a liner, and you like a pad. So there's a lot of things in the arsenal over here. But the Kotex, you like those pads, right?
Uh-huh.
For pads. I think that you like that the center portion of the pad is a little raised up and just really absorbent in a way that works for you.
Okay. I like Kotex after giving birth when I was just like a weed whacker had been taken to down there.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like a wound.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if weed whacker's the perfect analogy because it's not like you trimmed any of the hair or anything up. Like a meat grinder.
More like a meat grinder. Yeah, it's all still there. It's just been ground up. I mean, that
Weed
is,
Whacker sort of does
that
work
feels
though, in that
apt.
sense. Okay, go
Okay.
on.
The pads that I used to use, because the Kotex I kind of thought of as like an old lady brand. Like our grandmothers use Kotex. Now they've rebranded enough
You
to
gotta
stay
rebrand.
relevant.
That's the name of the game. You got to keep rebranding.
But the other pads I was using, there was like some sort of chemical something that irritated me. Kotex has been pure, like it's not treated with shit. I mean, allegedly, and it feels
really?
that way.
Like they...
Yes.
Oh.
And I'm worried that they're going to start doing some sort of, I don't know, Febreze spray. I don't know what's being put on there.
Yeah.
But
how has Febreze not gotten in on the bad game?
No, it's Febreze.
My God. Okay, just question though. Do you think that's a viable product, or do you think people would scoff, or do you think there's a part of the population that would be like, oh, I'll get the Febreze one, but just because Febreze has become such a brand?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it would work?
I don't know. I don't know how. I think so. Febreze is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think people use it much more than, I mean, we don't use it. And I actually,
there's people, it's still around. I
bought a bottle recently after watching. I'm so easily impressed upon Below Deck. Okay.
This is your feminine odor program that you watch, Below Deck, right?
No. Remember in Below Deck, I was thinking about this the other night. There was one scene. Okay, so Below Deck, the show where
yachting reality show.
It's wealthy people who charter this very expensive yacht for a week, and you're with them, but you're mostly with the crew.
Yeah.
And you typically, like, sometimes you like the clients, but sometimes you're like, oh, what a bunch of rich assholes.
But isn't the Febreze, wasn't that an anti-wrinkle spray?
No, Febreze is an odor thing.
No. I know what Febreze is. I'm saying on the show, the thing that they spritz all the time, that's an anti-wrinkle spray.
No, well, maybe it does both now. Who are we to say?
No, because that's a separate product.
No,
there might be a Febreze brand.
It was Febreze.
A lot of people use those anti-wrinkle sprays.
Okay.
A lot.
You're pointing at me?
Yeah, I'm pointing at you. Because you're not going to believe me if I don't point and have conviction. I'm serious. They're really popular.
Well, maybe we should.
You just brought Febreze when you should have brought, when you wanted to buy the anti-wrinkle stuff,
Well, the Febreze, I'm like, is there science around it that the mist catches odor? Because I will say I have like one of my favorite sweaters.
Yeah.
The armpits, like I've had it dry cleaned multiple times. There is kind of an underlying smell in the armpits.
After getting it dry cleaned?
Yes. And I'm like, I'm going to take Febreze to it. But here's the thing about Febreze. I feel like when it first came out in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Or in college, I had a roommate who like used it way too much and like used it in the bathroom. And I associate that smell of Febreze, I'm sure it's been updated.
It's very chemical.
With poop.
Oh.
And so it's not like pleasant to me. But now, if once the smell goes away of the Febreze, it has done its job and also taken another smell with it.
You're all for that.
I'm interested.
I wonder how much the smell has updated over the years. Mm-hmm. Like if that has changed a lot or if there is still that. Because it has a very particular Febreze smell.
You got a new Dawn.
A new
dish
Dawn?
Soap for us.
What do you mean?
That has a different smell, is a different scent.
When?
I don't know. The last time you got that big, huge thing of Dawn.
It's under the cabinet?
Yeah.
I didn't just get regular Dawn?
No, and it doesn't, just so you know, I don't like the new smell. Are you talking
about Dawn or are you talking about the dishwasher itself?
Dawn.
Dish soap that saves baby ducks.
Correct.
Okay.
You're so anyway,
it's the same soap. It didn't change.
You haven't smelled it?
When are you noticing? When are you smelling that?
Can I tell you something?
When are you smelling
that? When
I'm
washing pots and pans. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something about yourself?
Yeah.
And take this in.
I'm ready.
You, and I think it's an ADHD, like neurotypical.
Oh, it must be. Blame it on the ADD.
I had this conversation with our daughter
recently.
recently.
You guys are piling up a lot lately. Go on.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a bonding
Or you
thing
think it's
for us.
funny? Yeah. Okay, I'll let you have it. It is cute. All
Well,
right.
but this is very true also.
Get to the point.
Okay, you are not affected by sensory stuff
Wrong.
in a way that is like, no, listen, you will be in the like dark, and something where I would go nuts and like light is so useful,
Mhm.
or the reverse, you're sitting in like bright light, when it's time to get ready for bed. If you're in charge or if you're kind of handling bedtime, I'll come out, I'll be like, all the lights are still like, you want to kind of settle in.
Yes.
Temperature.
Okay. Yeah.
Teddy said the other day when I was really sick, like she realized like it was up to 76 degrees in here and really hot. I can't handle that.
I don't like
noise. I'm very sensitive to noise.
Mhm.
You are not really. It's like very interesting that you you'll be sitting there and there's some like big loud noise going on. And I'm like, how are you dealing with this?
Mhm.
And you don't mind. It just doesn't kind of phase you. It's interesting because I know like neurodiverse people
Mhm.
oftentimes can be hypersensitive to certain sensory
Sure.
stuff. But I also believe the reverse is true. Like someone we know very well who's neurodiverse, like does not realize when they're overheating. Like their face will be bright red and they're wearing a sweater and it's like it's 88 degrees.
Yeah.
And I think you have some of that.
Well, let me just start with the soap thing.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to the smells.
No, you're not.
You put my you put my water bottle in the dishwasher when it is a no dishwasher, it's a hand wash only thing, and I almost had to throw it away because I couldn't get the smell of the dishwasher soap out of it for weeks. I was boiling water and putting it in the water bottle. Then I could not get the smell out. Me. What were you going to do? How would you have fixed it?
No, but you should have said, hey, you wash this in the dishwasher.
I think we had that conversation.
Oh.
But so that I'm very sensitive to.
Okay.
And if there's like a sound that's bothering me, that can be annoying. But I think I can just like lock in on stuff and I can be very present in the moment with people. I'm not trying to clock all the weird sounds and smells where you're constantly just not in the moment.
Do you want to know something really interesting?
Yeah.
There is like the male brain and the female brain. Kind of, there's this known thing, and we talked about this in couples therapy a long time ago, where like I notice everything, I'm taking everything in, and you don't notice very much outside of like whatever you're focused on, which I mean, I guess is kind of the argument you're making. Like I'm kind of, but for women or the female brain, a lot of it is like peripheral vision. Okay. I'm taking in all the things and
who's eye fucking me right now at the bakery.
Sure. And seeing all the stuff. And that could be due to the fact that we are often the prey to the predators.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
And so when we're out in the world,
you're assessing more.
We are constantly doing, risk assessment. And so it comes from that, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's pretty plausible.
Interesting.
Do you think there's people, like, I'm not even saying do you think there's people. There are people that have Febreze their asshole. Do you know what I mean? There's someone that's been like...
We should try that.
No.
Ew.
You're getting like, it's weird. And like, I don't even know why I would say this because I just brought it up. I'm like, I bet people Febreze their asshole. It's so much weirder that you'd be like, we should try that. And I'm still reeling from last week, you talking about the penis on the table thing. Like, are you like, you're more deviant maybe than I know. But in such an innocent way, and I don't think you act on anything. I really don't.
I don't. I'm not gonna have like 4 different penises lined up on a table.
Now, oh my God, there's multiple penises now? I thought it was just one penis. Whoa. Okay, but anyways.
Whatever.
But there are people out there that have Febreze their butt. Just like they have the thought.
Absolutely.
There's someone like that could be listening to a podcast of people talking about Febrezing their butt, and then they are like compulsed. They can't not try it, and they can't not.
I kind of want to. Just curious.
But then, what would it do?
Is it effective?
What about your feet? people who have stinky feet.
Okay, that's
Do they make
great.
that product?
We should do that.
Do they make... Has Febreze... Will you Google this?
Yeah.
Febreze foot spray. That's how you would Google it. You don't need to do anything else except Febreze foot spray. I just want to see if they've gotten in on this.
Febreze does not currently produce a dedicated skin contact foot spray, but its fabric refresher, specifically the heavy-duty or specialized shoe versions, is commonly used to eliminate odors inside shoes or sneakers. I thought they were going to say people use that, like the way people use Q-tips in ways that you're not really supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know about the triangle of death?
Is this a vagina thing?
So it's from the top of your brow. Now your cancer is, I think, right on the cusp, but it's basically the top of your brow and then the 2 points at the corner of your mouth.
Okay.
Make a triangle.
Yeah.
And for example, like, you know, a girl gets a pimple above her lip.
She gonna die?
Died. Okay.
She's gonna die?
She died.
She died?
Yes.
But we've all gotten pimples there.
Yes. Now,
Or cold sores.
Well,
I've had cold sores.
Okay. It's just something to be very, very, very careful about.
Why are you saying this? My thing was definitely in the
I
triangle
know, and
of death.
it's okay. It's good now, but it's basically infections. So the pimple above this girl's lip got infected and it got worse and worse. And then it was too late. And it's because this area is basically in front of like a gaping hole in your skull that goes to the brain. The brain's right there.
Would you say if there's a triangle, do you think the cancer on the tip of my nose was in that triangle?
Yeah. I mean, it's smack dab in the middle.
But I'm not dead yet.
No. But you just have to be, for anything infection related, we just have to be really careful.
I sometimes get those little pimples
I do
at the
too.
crease.
Yes.
Probably everybody gets those, right?
Well, yeah, it's a common area to get blemishes.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful.
Death blemishes.
Yeah, so careful. Or if something does seem like it's getting infected, get to the doctor sooner than later.
Because it'll infect your brain.
Well, do you remember you had, this was so disgusting, like bodies are disgusting.
Yeah.
You had, we thought it was a tooth coming out.
That thing was so gross.
Of the top of your mouth. We tell that story.
I don't remember, but it was white and gross. And at some point it popped, right?
It was.
A pustule? No.
Okay. We thought a tooth was growing down from the roof of your mouth because it was pointy and hard and white.
Oh,
then it started to get softer, which was weird. You went to the dentist. I think he popped it and drained it, but it was an abscess that was coming down from the roof of your mouth. That, for example, is serious business. I don't know if you saw, like, a man just died in ICE custody because his tooth infection went to his brain.
That's horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And something that could be easily treatable, but they're monsters. So anyway, that is a good example of you don't play around.
I don't like to play around with anything, really.
I don't either.
Better safe than sorry.
Always.
Okay.
Do you have anything fun to talk about?
Yeah, I did want to tell you, the other day I went over to our friend's house who had back surgery.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yes.
And to bring in her trash cans.
Yes.
So picture that area. I'm walking around that area.
Uh-huh.
And I see an older little man walking, such a cute old man, just walking down the sidewalk towards me. And he's looking at me like he's going to say something.
Ooh, that's fun.
And I don't like to, talk to solicitors.
Yes.
And I notice this guy's holding pamphlets. So although he's very cute, once I see the pamphlets, I'm like, oh boy, this is some religious thing or something else.
Solar panels.
This was not giving solar panel vibe because it's a much older,
a cute
young
older man. Older man.
But he gets close to me and he grabs one of the pamphlets and he starts pushing it towards me. And I'm like, this must be religious, right?
Yes.
But he just goes, pizza Italian? And he hands me a pizza place brochure. And he was like dressed in like what I feel like a little old man would go to church, and just so adorable. And that's all he said, pizza Italian? And of course I took it, and it warmed my heart. And I was thinking, like, what a cool little job or task that he gets to do. The pizza place. Does he know the owners? Did he own it? Or is he just a customer that they're like, hey, Ralphie, do you want to walk around and hand what? Who knows?
Yes.
But it got me thinking, what would the American version of that be for me if I'm an old man, if I'm an expat someday?
Okay.
Like, am I walking around and I like, cheeseburger? You know, like what?
Donuts.
American donuts. Donuts.
Well, that's kind of funny. This show we're watching, did we already talk about this? Légendes, Bureau de Légendes?
I think we did, because someone said there's an American version. This show fucking rips.
It's so good.
Holy shit.
Did we talk about the American characters, though?
Yeah, we did. How they're just like very caricature of an
I
American.
don't have, I think it's worth saying, we've been talking about being sick forever.
Yeah.
This week, stomach flu came.
Oh, yeah. We thought we were out of it. No.
I was in the ER with our son last week. It has not relented, but I do feel, I said this last time, and then a kid started throwing up all night.
Yeah.
I really feel like we can kind of get back to it now, but I want to apologize to you.
Finally.
If I'm one trick pony right now. I'm just talking about the same shit over and over and over.
That's been our world, though.
Yeah.
It really is absurd. It's like, I feel a little embarrassed to like my mom and brother.
I feel embarrassed. Like, I had to cancel something that I was going to go see with a friend. And I'm like, if I were that friend, because I've canceled so many times
like,
because
bullshit.
Someone's sick, I would be like, this doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Because no family.
Speaking of being sick, I forgot to bring this up. It would have been more appropriate a couple weeks ago when you had the flu. And I think it was like the second day of you having the flu, you had a meeting on Zoom, and I was like, you're canceling that, right? And you're like, no, I'm just going to do the meeting, and then I'll be okay. And maybe it was like the day before you started getting really sick, but I was like, how are you doing that meeting? That seems crazy. And then after that meeting, you ended up getting like even sicker, and you were down for the couch for like a week.
Yeah.
But I remember.
Did you hear at the meeting?
Yes. And I've never really heard you in a meeting.
It was a general meeting with like a studio executive.
Okay. So I'm in the bedroom, and you're out in the
dining area
doing your Zoom or whatnot. And I've got to say, one, I can't believe how much you just brought it knowing that you were sick.
Oh.
You were so goddamn charming. I was like, these people are going to be friends after this in such a wild way. And I just want to know, did you feel an extra kinship with that particular person? Or was this just like one of these meetings?
That is so nice. And I mean, no, I didn't.
You for real?
It was one of those meetings. Now, what I do after those meetings, so my agent sends me the confirmation of the meeting.
Okay.
This is something you would do.
Yeah.
Because I always, once I've met someone, I forget like who they are, what, where, whatever.
Yeah.
I forward the confirmation to myself, and I write an email that says like, meeting went well. She has 2 dogs and a kid who's blah, blah, blah. Like any information I got.
So after the Zoom, you're saying you did that to yourself.
Sometimes those are like lengthy and like, we really hit it. That one was just very kind of standard. But so it's nice. It's so nice that you thought that. The reason I was like, I'm just going to do it is it had been rescheduled a few times.
Yeah.
And there's also like a show that timeliness might be important. So I was like,
got it.
I want to get this in.
That's insane, though.
That means so much to me, Andy. That's such a nice compliment.
Yeah, I was very impressed, and you came across so likable.
Oh, good.
But that's really interesting. And not to say that you didn't have a connection with this person and you guys had a fun chat.
Yeah, yes,
but I would
lovely.
have guessed almost like that you guys had more in common than normal, or like that you had a ton of friends. Like there was a familiarity that I was like, wow.
Oh, thank you.
That's great.
Great.
Huh.
Well, I'm Tech Avail, if anyone else.
What does that mean? Tech Avail?
I don't know. I mean, it's something.
Is that a thing?
Yes, it's
Tech
like
Avail.
It's more for actors. Like she's technically available. Almost. I don't really know what it means. It's almost like she's backup avail.
You don't know what it means? Do you know how it's used?
Yeah, hang on.
I hope you're not just willy-nilly using that phrase if you don't know how to use it.
I know how to use it. Yes, an actor has confirmed they are free for a specific upcoming production date without conflicts. It signifies being a top contender, often in the final 2 to 3, but is not an official booking. So it is kind of like, it's almost an actor being like, I'm Tech Avail, meaning like, pick me. It's almost like a pick me thing. So when writers say it, it's almost a little self-deprecating to be like, I'm free as a bird. But I am finishing
by
up
the actors saying they're Tech Avail, is it then a bad look if they get another opportunity the next day, another show calls them? Is it
You're expected to keep those dates open and avoid scheduling other work.
Right. Unless you're a big shot.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything,
aren't
whatever.
Tech Avail.
Yes. So exactly. Big shots aren't Tech Avail.
You know when I didn't feel like a big shot?
When?
At that fucking Rodeo Drive Dermatologist.
Well, it's not our...
They made me feel poor.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, that's like, it's a commodity in those places. Like, and also like all the store, it's like Pretty Woman, literally that street, going in and being like, I don't think there's anything here for you.
But I'm not fazed by that stuff ever, but I am in this particular dermatologist.
Really?
Like, I don't feel that.
I mean, at that dermatologist, I kind of feel like, you guys,
You guys what?
You don't know kind of what real dermatology is about.
Wait, the people in the...
I'm joking.
But the customers or the doctors?
Doctors. I am a little bit
they got to see some shit.
Yeah, of course.
But I also sort of felt like the doctor that I saw, who is like one of the best, and our doctor is like, you got to see that guy.
Yeah.
Like, was he sizing me up? Because when he was like, you wanted me to ask, is there any laser treatment stuff that's like preventative help for my conditions?
Yes.
And he didn't even like put that on the table at all when I was like, what can I do? And then when I asked him about it, he was very dismissive of it and was like, you're not there.
This is why I'm like, I feel a little, I went to that doctor before, and I feel like I talked about it on the podcast. Like, he seemed very kind of like, barely made eye contact with me, very kind of dismissive. He did remove something from my back, but like the bedside manner felt very like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to deal with this person's shit. And maybe that comes from decades of being in that office with people who are coming in and being like, oh my God,
but is he kissing anyone's ass, or do you think he's like that with everyone?
So I don't
You know what?
So.
He wasn't a dick about when I said my dad died from melanoma just now. And he had a genuine reaction like, oh, like, but there was no like, sorry to me.
What?
It was more like, oh, that's good to know. Like,
okay. I find that wild.
Doctors can be wild.
I mean,
I liked him though.
I don't know. Right now I want to go do a laser thing to my face, and I also think that you might want to do a laser thing to your face.
Yeah.
I have some like sun damage that's starting to peek through.
Yeah, I wouldn't say peek. I would say like opening the window, screaming bloody murder.
Okay. Well,
what are you talking about?
Well, actually, you noticed it when I was sick. You were like, I almost think you have a rash on your face. It's like,
you think that's...
Yes. It's almost, and also like some little broken capillaries, and I have some sunspots that are coming through.
Okay.
That I want to have taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there are varying degrees of laser. There's a laser you can do where you were just, I mean, like in pain and out for 2 weeks. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I've done lasers before and I don't even know which ones I did at that office. But I'm going to go to a place, like there are a million places around here that are just like skin med spas, basically.
Uh-huh.
And I might get a little Botox on my crow's feet. I might do a laser.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like that's a better situation for what I'm going for than what I've done in the past, which has gone to that dermatologist and been like, that's where I got Botox. I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Having to drive an hour there to do whatever is just such a pain in the ass. And it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. So
Shout out to, there were some listeners that suggested I get some listeners and some friends that suggested I get laser hair removal on my neck pubes.
one very specific friend,
One's
a
very,
saint.
Yeah, very specific. Which, you know what? That really might be a quality of life upgrade for me.
Well, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You and I are on the same page, baby.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I got laser hair, armpit,
You did?
leg, and bikini line area. Now, the bikini line area didn't take that much. I mean,
Yeah, did you tell them where you wanted to have it done?
it was really
Just-
that's so funny. It was really annoying though, because the bikini area, I was like,
Wait, did you do the bikini?
yes.
area?
And I was like, I basically just want the sides and the back done. I don't want like the whole situation removed. And it was like they couldn't understand that. I mean, it was so weird. They wanted to take it all. And I was like, no, I don't want all.
Yeah.
I want just little bits.
Yeah.
But my armpits and my legs, it was so effective. I mean, for years. I feel like just now is kind of
How's your armpits?
they're probably like a quarter of how much hair was there before, but it's taken for a long time. They were like very little hair. I barely ever had to shave.
This isn't a forever thing, is what you're saying. Like,
Well,
if I
it
did
eventually would be. It eventually is. But I just didn't stay with it.
And is the not like you were qualified to answer this question at all, but
Try
like,
me.
has this technology been around long enough that,
Oh, yeah.
like, have they gotten the data on it? Like, is it okay that we're lasering hair off our bodies?
Yes. Now, interestingly, it used to be, what's that called, where they would go into each hair follicle and like give you a little shock electrolysis.
Okay.
We're so lucky we have lasers and how easy it is. And can I tell you, like my legs is probably a fraction of the hair now.
Mm-hmm.
And they do the laser. So you shave. They do the laser.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll notice, and it's so crazy and so satisfying that like a month later, the hair has grown back. You just leave it. Or I did.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of fall off. Or you can even like just pull them out. They're just dead. They're done.
Wait,
They've died.
What?
Yeah.
So they don't die automatically? They have
No.
to grow out and then they die?
Yeah, like the roots, like,
Oh, whatever was left down in there?
yeah. It's so fun.
And do you remember how much your armpits were?
I don't, but it was all pretty reasonable. This was 2022, so I was still working. I don't know. Trying to remember how serious of financial trouble were we in?
Yeah.
I don't
which
remember.
Era? Well, that's interesting. I want to figure out my hairstyle first before I do that.
It's looking great today.
I don't like it today.
Okay.
I think I might need to go like short for a little bit or something.
Okay. Just,
What?
have guidance.
By you? What do you mean?
Like someone, I feel like you need to go to someone who you've seen other male haircuts they've done that look cool.
But so much depends on the head and the hair.
I know, but someone who knows what my guy, I don't know about men's cuts, but someone who knows what they're doing will adapt it to whoever, I haven't gone to him in a while because he's very expensive for me personally. He's right on target where, he should he's worth every penny.
Yeah.
But he looks at you and
But it's
your
not
face.
like you're cheating on him. You just haven't gotten a haircut in a minute.
He knows what to do with your specific situation.
Well, why don't I go to him once maybe? Or is that like...
I'd love for you to.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. I'll think about that.
Okay. Can I finish off with something that I was thinking this morning?
Oh, yeah.
As the world burns around us, you know what is so beautiful? Trees. Do you take in trees a lot?
Sometimes. Not as much as I should, but I fuck with trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so magical. And I was even thinking about this in terms of like body positivity and different,
Like, can you imagine if someone told this tree it needed to look younger?
Yeah, or like, oh, you're supposed to look like a pine tree.
But pine trees look like pine trees.
I know, but you're talking to a magnolia tree. Just how glorious it is that there's so many different types of trees. There's a tree that we pass on the way to school.
Yeah.
That I don't know what kind of tree it is, and it's adolescent. Okay, it's not a full grown situation yet, and we've watched it grow over the years, and it has right now these gorgeous, and it smells so good. I don't know if they're cherry blossoms or, I mean, it's not, it doesn't provide fruit, so I don't think it's cherry, but bright pink blossoms all over it. And the way it's shaped is so lovely. And then during the fall, the leaves on it are shaped like hearts.
Yeah.
And they're drooping down. It's like such a magical, sweet little tree.
Yeah, yeah.
And it brings me so much joy. And I thought,
never change.
All bodies are important to exist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everyone's body is different. Some are hairier. Some are, whatever. Bigger, smaller, different boobs, different places of fat, different muscle mass.
Yeah.
But so important that we have them all. And so fucking stupid that there is some sort of make-believe standard that everyone's trying to get to. Yeah. This is what I was telling myself,
Are there any trees that you find sexual? Of the trees that you're like attracted to? Or your head doesn't go there?
Well,
are any of them have like dusted with flour at a bakery eye fucking you?
No, but there is a tree I find very romantic.
I find some trees wise, but what's the romantic one you're talking about?
Weeping willows. Like when I would go visit my grandmother in Orlando, and it was like deep south, these beautiful trees that like droop down. I don't know if that's, my mom was such a romantic, and she would tell us stories about like going on dates and stuff. Like I kind of associated these beautiful southern older homes near where my grandmother lived. We would walk around them, and she and I would kind of fantasize like, what if we lived in that house?
Yeah, yeah.
And it would have this beautiful weeping willow tree in front and this grand kind of home that I associated with these romanticized ideas of, Southern whatever living.
Oh, okay. Just
Gone with the Wind, Scarlett O'Hara, all that stuff.
Yeah. That's nice.
How about you? Do you find anything sexual?
No. I was just, but how you were like talking about them, but like.
There is a tree though that I've outgrown this, but my friends from the I'm Sorry room, at one point in time in that room, which was so much fun, we bring our own stories from life, and something came up about the trees that smell like jizz, cum trees. And
jizz trees?
They were in bloom a few weeks ago so intensely. I mean, and you walk by it and you're like, in the neighborhood? Holy shit. Like, I'm swimming in jizz right now. It smells so intense. And yeah, there's one here, and then there's one by the rec center. So like I took our kid to basketball, and it was like, and basically once a year, I will text these friends, thinking of you, the cum trees are in bloom.
And is this a thing that you guys figured out, or you think there's other people that have this thought with this particular tree?
Well, let me look it up.
Careful how you Google this.
Trees smell like semen.
That's pretty good.
They often have a similar scent to semen, or specifically
What?
a mix of rotting fish, chlorine, and bleach, are primarily calorie pear trees.
Whoa.
And they look, oh yeah.
Is that what it is?
They're in bloom. Yes. And boy, oh boy.
Oh, they're nice looking trees though.
They're beautiful. And the smell is bananas. Planting trees that smell like semen. So anyway, but I didn't do it this year. I didn't text them because I feel like I haven't seen or talked to most of them.
It feels too far from the joke, sort of, or not the joke.
Yeah. And also it's just, it's such a juvenile, stupid thing. But
yeah, but nice that you have your friends you can share that moment with.
What would you, like, if you were going to be cremated and buried with a tree, which they do now, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah.
What tree would you want?
Oh, there's that one at Descanso, the huge one in the Rose Garden.
Yes.
That tree's so cool. So like a tree like that. I think it's an oak. Is that one an oak?
With the like huge limbs that kind of grow down.
Yeah.
I think that might be an oak.
I think it is an oak.
That's a cool tree.
Yeah, I love that tree.
Yeah.
What about you?
I love,
like we have weeping willow?
No, I don't really associate with that because there's part of me that does connect so much with Southern stuff through my mom, but I don't identify that way. We have we have two trees I really love on our property.
Mm-hmm.
One is a Chinese elm, which I think is so cool and beautiful. And has provided us so much shade, and we used to push our kids on a swing off that tree, and I just have so much love for it. There's also, I want to say, a Japanese plum tree in our backyard that our kid also climbed on a lot. Yeah. It has like this really pretty deep kind of purple maroon leaves, and then it has plum blossoms that smell so good. I think that would be my pick. And then I also love, a fruit tree.
Sure. You fuck with all trees.
I do.
Well.
Good night.
Good night.
Nobody's listening, right?